Hello, book dragons and goth book dragons as well. Did anyone go to the Oddities Flea Market this last weekend? I did, and it was at the Globe Theater downtown. I hope everyone made it there safe because trying to drive down there is just as difficult as trying to get to USC downtown from Grand and Convention Center Drive. But it was a very unique experience for me. I loved everything about it. Thank you, Aurelio Voltaire, anyone who loves the goth daddy of Gothic homemaking. I watch his channel all the time, and it's unique to see all of his beautiful artistry that he's able to make. He did have a show at Bar Sinister on Saturday night, but I didn't realize how late it was, and I don't really like being downtown. I don't live down there. This was my first time going to the Oddities Flea Market, so thank you, Ryan Cohn, for curating it, and I will show you guys what I got there. I went to, well, actually, no, Ryan Cohn was outside of the Globe Theater doing his book signing of The Witch's Door. So he was kind enough to sign it for me, and I talked to him about my podcast. So hopefully I'll be able to reach out and have him as a guest. This is called Oddities and Tales from the Esoteric to the Extreme. I find it really interesting to see how all of these artists are able to recreate something that is deceased and turn it into a work of art. It's sort of like resurrecting it into something that is more appealing than looking at the dark, macabre side of it. So that was really cool. So they had vendors that were on the main floor, and then they had more vendors downstairs. There was no air conditioning down there. And then upstairs, like in the main like in the main auditorium, a lot of people just, they chilled in the wonderful seats. Music was blasting. It was a packed house. Oh my goodness. It's like you couldn't even breathe because you sort of had to like squeeze your way through all of the vendors. But it was really unique. I thought that was really cool. One of the vendors from downstairs they had displayed some other unique stuff, including, I love this one here called Little House of Horrors. I love these beret clips that have like little moons on them. That was really cool. And if you'll notice, I'm wearing, look at this, these beautiful, gorgeous Swarovski crystal skull earrings from this former opera singer turned fashion designer, Susan Vinnick. I talked to her, and oh my God, her fashions, her fashion design clothing line is just out of this world. A lot of jacquard designs, satins and silks, all different kinds of textures. And one of the things that was introduced to me was this. It's actually, the term is jape, and jape is actually a joke, but a jape in fashion terms is between a jacket and a cape. So she had a lot of those as well, including opera robes. And you can see here in this picture, I'm trying one of them on, this beautiful blue jacquard design. But I realized I'm more into the cotton designs where it's not too textured and I'm not sweating like a pig. So, but I did get these beautiful earrings from her, and I'm hoping to also possibly to have her as a guest on the show as well. This was the last vendor that I went to see. Liz, I want to say it's Liz Huston Designs. I believe if you look closely, it looks like a fairy visiting a cemetery or looking over someone's grave. But I just love it because it's silver, even though I'm wearing gold right now. And then on the back, look at this pendants design. Is that gorgeous? Absolutely stunning. There were several vendors that I so wanted to buy, but I'm like, I really don't have that much to spend on right now. Look at me, talk about my Halloween haul. The Halloween haul I will do in a separate video. But one of them was called Veneration of Light. And these vendors were selling, this was probably the most unique thing I saw. They had these Union Soldier wallets. The tiniest one they had was like $150, everything from that point and up. The others, they also had just postcards. They had photographs that were framed, and I was considering getting the one with the butterflies because it was blue, and I think pomegranates have like a certain type of symbolism that you'll see in like realistic art paintings that I've seen before. But I don't know what happened to my owl that I bought from Michael's long ago. But this was a compromise. They had a picture, this photograph of this barn owl who looks like he is placed in a vase of beautiful flowers, and it comes in this frame. Look at, so I can close the blind so you can see it properly. Sorry that it's a reflection, guys. That's the phone's reflection. Sorry. But if you look closely, that's the owl. Is that stunning? Absolutely beautiful. So yeah, that was my haul from the Oddities Flea Market. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful things. There were a few others that were also standouts, including, and of course they all fell on the floor. Give me one moment. Take two. So they also had a lot of different vendors, like this Julian's Dead. This was a guy that had these, there were these actual bone sculptures. Well, these bones that were like, I guess they were like sculpted, or they were cut into to create these tower-like designs. But Julian's Dead is one of the vendors, and he actually had some of these interesting paintings, including one that was a photo reference of postmodern photography of this entire family in one coffin. I saw that and I was like, oh my God, that's like a famous murder-suicide incident that unfortunately took place in, I want to say it was earlier in the 20th century. I could be wrong. Let's see. Oh my God. Creepy sweets. I should have taken a picture of this. This young woman makes these unique cookies and cupcakes, and one of them had Emily from Corpse Bride. Oh my God. I loved it. And I was like, where's Victor? She had, like, a lot of the times when you see cakes or cookies, they'll have like these little sugar sheets, and you're able to print out graphics on these sugar sheets. So that's kind of like what she did with these cookies. She had one of Emily, but not one from Victor. And I'm like, I was so wanting to get one for my brother and my future sister-in-law. I can't believe it. So, but yeah, when I went back around again to see if they had any more, they were literally sold out of everything except for one cupcake. But it was like, yeah, it's a very popular, her business is a very popular one. Regan House, this was something that I got later. This was the Oddities map. Winthrop Gallery and Art Curiosities. You have to see these works of, I can't really even call them taxidermy because they're just so unique. They had a lot of their work was like art under glass, and apparently there's this book that's like, it's like $90 for this book that I've seen online, and it's Victorian morning art. And a lot of the work that was seen was work that was made under glass. That's all of these deceased insects and birds, and all of them would be like placed in a floral arrangement and placed under a glass. And they had a couple of these works of art in frames with these snakes. I mean, look at the design. Is that insane? And then they had another one. But yeah, absolutely stunning. So Winthrop Gallery, I will need to check them out online. This one I had to tell you about. Miss Haversham's Curiosities. Is that teacup on here? No, it's not. But she had these unique repurposed porcelain teacups and saucers, and they have like printed phrases and words such as "witch," "bless your heart." They also had "I hope you choke." That's another one. Live deliciously, villainous, stabby. Ugh. Not my personal favorite. Okay. And a few of them also had like words like persnickety. They also had like dead inside. Even though I have been feeling dead inside as of like the last four years, that's not a cup that really drew me. One cup, when I went back around, I didn't want to shop and carry anything that was way too fragile. So that's why I just got these guys instead. But when I went back around, there was a teacup. Let me just say this. Their most popular teacup is, let me see if I can find it. Hello. This one right here. Can you see it? It says, "Kindly fuck off." That's her most popular piece. So I might consider getting that one. I just love it. Imagine you're having tea time and someone is bothering you. You can kindly set your teacup down and say, kindly fuck off. Or you can just show them the tip of the teacup. Here was one that they did have that I didn't see, and I wish they had a picture of it. And I wanted to get it because I am the book dragon. This cup and this teacup and saucer would so be me. It was a porcelain teacup and saucer. I didn't see it until I came back around again to the venue to see if I was able to afford one. But on this teacup, it was white, blue, and gold. And what was added, it was a Chinese dragon that was placed on the rim of the plate and just around the part of the teacup. That was so gorgeous, but I wasn't able to afford it. So if it didn't sell, I'm hoping it will be on her site. Osteel Blossoms. I'm not sure which one this was, but I do have some other pictures as well. Oh yeah, Veneration of Light. Yes, this was one of the butterfly photographed works of art. What is this? Veneration of Light by Heather Allison. Maybe this is just the piece, but I'm wondering if that's the name of the company. Is it? Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Veneration of Light. Absolutely beautiful. This was another one. Whoa. Oh yeah, Scientifica Woman, Aurelia Voltaire. You showed us one of her cephalopods that she had gifted to you. That was really cool. Again, I think, is that a hawk? If you look closely, I think that looks like a hawk, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that was really cool. And oh yeah, this is this opera singer turned fashion designer, Susan Vinnick. And then one of the other ones, let me see if I can find her card because I don't see it. Yes, Liz Huston was the one that has these beautiful works of art, paintings, all that. Little House of Horrors, Whisper Wing Art. I'm not sure if that was the one that I did see. I could be wrong. Ampersand Curiosities is another one. This one I thought was probably the most unique. It's this artist named, it's so tiny, Brooke Weston, Fantasy Taxidermy. Look at this deer. If you look closely at the neck part, what's unique about the Oddities and Curiosities Flea Market is that you can have it both if you want the real taxidermy stuff, or if you're vegan and you don't want to see anything that's really dead. They also have works of art that are made in resin, which I thought was really cool. So, but this one just blew me away. I mean, if you look at even this one, this is a goat. Look at the top of the goat's back. It's a ship. Is that cool? That was so unique. But I wanted to get the deer one. But again, you really have to have a lot of money on you, and you need to have some to spare. They do accept cash and card, PayPal, Venmo, I think maybe Zelle, I'm not sure. With a lot of scamming going on, like I went through a few years ago, I wouldn't trust that. But yeah, but the deer, I mean, she had a couple of them just in resin alone, and they were on these plaques. But when I saw the castle inside, that was just out of this world. I love that art. This one I thought was also really cool too, called Cosmic Eye. They actually would take a photograph of your eyes, and you can have your eyes saved as like on a piece of resin, on a mouse pad, on like a phone. It's a way, I think, to preserve what a person's eyes look like. Just to kind of have it like for, preserving a part of you, a part of your history. Because once you're dead, there's really nothing of yours left to save except what you left as a type of legacy. So I thought that was really cool. Yes, Gogol House. Copper electroformed crystal talismans. This woman, her crystals were out of this world. And she also, a lot of them were like these crystal daggers and swords, talismans, kind of like the ones that you can wear as necklaces. And then I saw something out of the corner of my eye. I should have bought it, because she also goes to the mermaid conventions as well. She had a crown. She works with copper and bronze, and she's able to kind of meld all of these different things together, including seashells. She had a mermaid seashell crown that infused various types of shells and gems and crystals in it. So unique and so beautiful. Wow. Nature's Oddities, Joey Williams. Oh my goodness. I'm not sure if this is the one that I went to. I don't remember. I did take a few more photographs. Oh, and the one that wait, was it this one? Nature's Oddity. I'm going to have to look back at my, I don't know. One of these vendors had these unique candles that were made out of these wax molds. And it's amazing what they do with these candles. But one of them, they had these different names like Ethereal and Woodlands and Apothecary. And one of them, I should have bought it. It was a pink and blue candle, votive. And when you opened the lid, it smelled like Fruit Loops. It was so good. It was so good. And then one of the last vendors that I went to see, Melusine Dreams. And Melusine is a sea nymph who has a lot of history that is delved back in literature and as to having some kind of influence over like the royal monarchs of the time. And I believe Philippa Gregory's story, the Lady of the Rivers, has the character of Melusine as like the main protagonist. But Melusine Dreams, you have to see this picture of this incredible, I think it was like a household piece of decorum. It's made of wood, different types of material, and on the top, body of a seahorse. It's so beautiful. That thing alone was $400. And I'm not surprised it is worth every penny. But I didn't buy it because I don't have enough. But because I'm all about the sea as well, so I will need to look into that. Be on the lookout for other videos that I will make later on, especially for a Halloween haul. But I hope my book dragons and goth book dragons as well, I hope you enjoyed. If you did go to the Oddities Flea Market, leave a comment below. And if you like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe to Beck and B, the book dragon. That's me. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.